Yes, that's right. Yeah, right, exactly. Welcome back to the Tonight Show. We're here with Helen Gurley Brown. Let's go back to what we were talking about in the commercial. I can just see people all over America now complaining. See, I told you to get better underwear. I mean, the idea of being shocked or flinching.
Well, you have to be tolerant, and there's some other things you should and shouldn't do. You've taken off your gold chains, I noticed.
Yes,
I was going to suggest that you do that because they can cause physical harm. And, I mean, they dig in. And a lady should remove her earrings because a man can swallow them. And then you have to be...
Well, if they're diamond, that's what you want to do.
No,
right? Let me nibble on your ear and you're really trying to work it off, you know. A real cad, you know what I mean? And you're right about the gold chains, because sometimes you can walk into an emergency ward with a woman's leg in your neck. I mean, you're trying, you know.
To avoid these catastrophes, and then you want to be discreet and put away pictures of your old previous boyfriends and the plaque that says, with gratitude from the boys in the 4th Armored Regiment.
Yes,
you don't want any of those around.
Yes.
And then you have to be reasonable, because everybody has just a certain amount of energy, and you have to check for vital signs before you go too far and see if she's still breathing, or, you know, she has a pulse beat.
You mean you should take the mirror off the ceiling and hold it over her mouth to see if she's breathing? You
have your methods, David. And then when it's all over, you have to be complimentary. You can't say, for this I miss Dallas. And you can't hand her a bus schedule. And if you want somebody to get out, you would just say, hey, how about staying over and having breakfast with my clergyman? Because it's a big problem to get a man or a girl out of your apartment sometimes.
How about, what kind of mores, folkways? I mean, what's really like, this is the norm, and this is the way it should be. How about if someone deviates from the norm, what we think of as the norm?
Well, you want to get into that kind of thing, but
no, I don't. I'm just, it's a question. I'm not.
I just think
I'm not here
now,
with rubber pants on, you know. I'm normal.
I just think nowadays it's as much trouble for a woman to get a man to do what she wants to during the evening. I mean, at one point in our lives, not in yours maybe, but in mine, just to get any girl at all was the most wonderful thing in the world, and a girl never had to do anything but just be there. Well, now men are very much in demand. I mean, you have to be wooed, and we have to have good manners with you when we bring you home to have fun with. Isn't that true? I mean,
I think it's very true.
You want to be cherished and appreciated and not rushed, or...
Yeah. I know a fellow ran in a situation in New York. I'll tell you very briefly. He took a young lady home he had just met, and she was a little kinky, and said, tie me to the bed. And he's not into that, and she had silk ropes, and he tied her to the bed, and he said she's a tighter, and he tied her very tight. It's a true story. And then she said, now he's all ready. She says, get the wintergreen oil or something. So he runs it over to the dresser, and there's like a half a drop left. She says, I need wintergreen oil. So what am I supposed to do? She says, go to the drugstore at the corner. It's a true story. He gets dressed. Imagine the frustration. I'll get the wintergreen oil. Charges out of the apartment. Down to the drugstore. He buys the biggest thing of wintergreen oil, whatever it was that they had. Charges back into the lobby. Gets in the elevator. He forgot what apartment she lived in. So if she's still alive and watching, you better call for help, because he's long gone.